Once upon a time, in a sunny meadow near a sparkling pond, a mother duck waited eagerly for her eggs to hatch. One by one, little ducklings emerged, bright yellow and chirping. But when the last egg cracked, out came a gray, scruffy little bird, quite unlike the others. The other ducklings giggled and stared. "Look at him," they said. "He's so ugly." The poor little duckling, feeling so out of place, wandered sadly, wondering why he looked so different. Every animal in the farmyard laughed at him, calling him names. His brothers and sisters teased him, and the other birds wanted nothing to do with him. "Why am I so different?" he whispered to himself, his heart heavy. Unable to bear the constant teasing, the duckling decided to leave the farmyard. He wandered alone, far away from everyone he had ever known. Time passed, and the days grew colder. Winter came, and the duckling struggled to survive, shivering in the snow, all alone. One day, as spring began to melt the frost, the duckling found himself near a beautiful lake. The trees were blooming, and the warm sun felt comforting after the long, cold winter. Then something caught his eye: graceful swans gliding across the water. "They're so beautiful," the duckling thought, his heart aching with admiration. "I wish I could be like them." But as he leaned over the water to look at his reflection, he gasped. Gone was the awkward, ugly bird he had always seen in the past. Instead, a magnificent swan stared back at him, with sleek white feathers and a long, elegant neck. "Is that really me?" he wondered, overwhelmed with joy. Just then, the swans came up to him and said, "Come join us. You're one of us now." For the first time in his life, the ugly duckling, who was no longer ugly, felt like he belonged. He had grown into a beautiful swan, the most graceful of all, and he realized that all along, it wasn't about being ugly or different. It was about finding where you truly belong, and that sometimes it takes time to grow into who you're meant to be. So remember, no matter how different you feel, your time to shine will come. Once